So, the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer just released, and I think it's fair to say it came with the unexpected and has also left a lot of lingering questions we're all dying to know the answers to. In the trailer, there were no signs of Moff Gideon, the Darksaber, or any other Mandalorians apart from Din Djarin himself. These were all excluded from the trailer. And we also didn't see Ahsoka Tano or Tamura Morrison as either Boba Fett or Captain Rex, but it seems like Season 2 is going to be a lot bigger than Season 1, a much larger scope, and there's even more at stake. Today I wanted to take a look at some of the most interesting elements of the trailer to do with Baby Yoda and the Jedi and the Mando, and this planet here, this mysterious planet. I want to talk a bit about where this could all be going and why we're not seeing Ahsoka or Boba or Captain Rex yet. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So it's already been revealed that Season 2 of the Mando is going to be much larger than Season 1. They're no longer laying the foundations for this series. Season 1 has already done that and was highly successful, and Jon Favreau has spoken about how they're using that as a springboard for Season 2, and how we're now going to go much deeper into the characters and their story and what's at stake. Much of Season 2 seems like it'll revolve around Baby Yoda, the child of course, and just like in Season 1, the single parent taking care of his child in a dangerous workplace seems to be the main premise of the show. Now, the Season 2 trailer did show us a few new locations in the Star Wars universe. This planet and the moon the Razor Crest is approaching here is unconfirmed, as is this dark graffiti planet. And it seems the Mando will once again be visiting Tatooine, but it's this ice planet here that I'm most fascinated by. Let me tell you why. The first half of the trailer plays the Mando's conversation with the armorer from the end of Episode 8 of Season 1, who tells Din Djarin he needs to reunite the child with the Jedi. The armorer refers to them as an order of sorcerers who fought Mandalore the Great eons ago. So if the Mando is going to spend most of Season 2 trying to find the Jedi, then I really think this planet here could be Ilum. This is the planet you visit in Jedi Fallen Order to retrieve a kyber crystal for Cal's lightsaber. The planet was used by the Jedi as a rite of passage, a place of pilgrimage where Padawans would travel and acquire their lightsaber crystals. And in Jedi Fallen Order, we see what becomes of the planet, or what starts to become of it. The Empire takes over the planet and eventually transforms it into Starkiller Base. And based on the shots we see in the Mando trailer, it really looks similar to Ilum. Similar to the Ilum we see in Fallen Order anyway. The giant ice craters and canyons, and the cave entrance. This looks like where you walk to enter the temple in Fallen Order. So perhaps Din Djarin has gone to search for clues of the Jedi's whereabouts. Perhaps this is the entrance to the Jedi Temple, and at this stage in the timeline, the Empire and First Order have not yet further developed the planet's transformation into Starkiller Base. Perhaps the Jedi Temple is still intact and can still be visited. There are obviously lots of Jedi temples spread across different parts of the galaxy, so if this is in fact Ilum, it'll be interesting to see what led the Mando here. Why this temple? Obviously it holds a very special place in Jedi history because of the kyber crystals, and I think this would be a great tie-in for Fallen Order. Now, as the Jedi are mentioned in the trailer, we see this mysterious cloaked character hiding in the shadows who then disappears. As far as we know, this is a new character in Star Wars, played by professional wrestler Sasha Banks, and it's unclear whether this character is a Jedi or has any Jedi ties. We don't know who this is really. We could be misled altogether here. Some people seem to think that this could actually be Sabine from Star Wars Rebels, perhaps just because of her hair color. It'll be interesting to see if any other Star Wars Rebels characters make an appearance in Season 2, because there's quite a few still out there. We see Hera Syndulla in Star Wars Squadrons, and Disney seemed to like this idea of including characters from newer Star Wars media across different titles. We're starting to see that more frequently as more Disney Star Wars titles are released. Which brings me to Ahsoka Tano and Captain Rex. I think we can all pretty much agree now that Ahsoka Tano is going to appear in Season 2 of The Mandalorian in some capacity anyway. Rosario Dawson was announced as a cast member for Season 2 several months ago, and everyone seems to think she'll be playing Ahsoka, even though there's been no official word on this from Disney or Lucasfilm. But I'm starting to think that perhaps Ahsoka will be the Jedi who who the Mando is searching for in Season 2. Perhaps he's trying to deliver Baby Yoda to Ahsoka. And it might not be right up until the end of Season 2 that we actually see her make an appearance. I've also seen a few rumors floating around that Ahsoka will be using a blue lightsaber instead of her neutral white lightsabers. A return to blue would signify her allegiance to the Jedi instead of her categorization as a grey Jedi, not appealing to the ideals of either the Jedi or Sith. And some people even seem to think it could be Anakin's lightsaber, lost after Luke's hand was cut off on Bespin. The saber doesn't reappear until Rey gets it from Mars on Takodana, and we don't really know how Mars got her hands on it. There's also this image from a Marvel comic released in early 2020 of this mysterious figure holding the lightsaber, but there's no confirmation on who this is and whether or not it's even a living person, possibilities of it being a Force ghost. And Tamura Morrison, who played Jango Fett and the clones in the prequels, was officially cast in Season 2 several months ago and will seemingly play either Boba Fett, who somehow escaped the Sarlacc pit, I think we all agree Boba gets out of the Sarlacc, or Captain Rex, who is also unaccounted for following the end of Star Wars Rebels. It's actually canon that this here is Rex in the Battle of Endor, one of those patch-up jobs Lucasfilm decided to approve, but I'm not sure I believe this. And even if this is the case, it could be revoked and instead they could include Rex in The Mandalorian. But that said, Rex's accelerated aging would mean he's quite old in the Mando, perhaps too old to be played by Tamura Morrison, so I think it's more likely we'll be seeing Boba Fett. And I guess there's also the possibility that Tamura could be playing another clone survivor, someone that's not Rex or anyone we know of, but the odds of that are much more slim. And what about all the other survivors from Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Wars? It's also been confirmed that Bo-Katan will be appearing in Season 2, played by Katie Sackhoff, so her appearance connects the Mando to Mandalore and the history of his people. And what about Ezra Bridger? Well, I think he's going to be saved for a future Star Wars title. I think it's likely Ezra won't pop up again for several more years, and there's been no mention of his character being cast in Season 2. But you never know, perhaps he and Ahsoka are trying to rebuild some type of Jedi Order. It'll be interesting to see what happens to all these characters, seeing as though there's no mention of them at all in the sequel trilogy. Will Ahsoka die in The Mandalorian? And in the Season 2 trailer, we also got a few shots of the Mando's Razor Crest flying next to a group of X-Wings, who I'm assuming are from the New Republic, so this will also tie into that Star Wars Squadrons time period. And they don't appear to be the enemy in the shots. I think they're on the same team, on the same side, so the Mandalorian has some involvement with the Rebellion or the New Republic. Perhaps they too are after the child, after Baby Yoda, and the Mando will have to somehow escape both the Rebellion and the Empire and literally everyone else who's hunting him down, who's trying to take the baby from him. It would create an interesting tension and conflict, and seeing the Rebels as the villains again, just like we saw the other day in the Squadron CG trailer, I think that paints them in a very interesting light, something we haven't seen explored too much. If both the Rebellion and the Empire are hunting the Mando down and trying to capture Baby Yoda, we obviously see him as the hero, him as this lone warrior, this lone figure who's just trying to survive in this galaxy. But The Mandalorian Season 2 starts streaming in October on Disney+, and it's likely we'll get at least one more trailer before then, so hopefully we'll see some more details, but hopefully not too much until it's actually revealed and we actually get to watch the show. I'd much prefer to have all of this revealed as we actually watch through. But what did you think of all this? And what are your Season 2 Mandalorian theories? Let me know in the comments. If you've watched my channel before, you probably know I focus much more on Star Wars gaming than Star Wars lore and movies and TV shows, but if you'd like to see me do more of this style of content, please also let me know. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord for lots more Star Wars gaming, everything else, Mandalorian Season 2 trailer retweets, and more. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.